Today's review is the Mattel Batman v Superman Grapnel gun Build-A-Figure. So to be technically correct, it wasn't called a Build-A-Figure, rather it was called Collect and Connect, but essentially it's the same idea. So what we have here today is the completed Grapnel gun blaster from Batman v Superman, which was Batman's weapon. Included with the gun are two different type of hooks that came with the Toys R Us exclusive Batman and Superman figures, and then there's two individual hooks that came with figures. I can't remember which one, but essentially the hooks are able to open up like this. Looks pretty cool. You can kind of put them in here, I believe, and that's what it looks like. But also they're actually meant to be in here, so they're considered like ammo. So that's how it's supposed to look if you look at the packaging. So let's take a closer look at the additional hooks. So this is one of the hooks. It actually, I don't believe it closes over here in the hook, but what you can do here is just stick the end of the the zigzag here to the gun, and that's what it's supposed to look like. In terms of detail, I mean, it's pretty basic. There's no black wash to it. The actual individual hooks actually do have black wash, but this is more simple. Mine's a little warped here, but doesn't really bother me that much. So the other hook is a little more unique. Same idea for the hook over here, but the part that blasts out of the gun is a little cooler here. It's transparent and it's like a blasting effect that you could attach to the gun also over here. This one, I like this one a little more compared to the other one. And as for the individual hooks, there is some black wash to it, so it looks a little worn, which is pretty cool. This is with it closed and loaded on the gun, and with the hooks open, it's what it looks like. It's pretty neat. So let's take a closer look at the gun itself. I mean, it's unfortunate that you can't really just hold the gun itself. It's screwed on and attached to the base, and from what I've seen online, you can't really detach this. Even though there's a screw underneath, it doesn't really come apart as you might expect. But it's a nice display piece. It's kind of a bit hollow plastic all over, so it's not exactly heavy weighted, but it's just a nice display piece. So just taking a look at the wood grain over here, it's not I mean, it's nicely painted and sculpted here, but I wish the details were a little more. If you look close up on the camera, it might look nice, but in person, the wood grain looks really plastic. Really plasticky. It would have been cool if it's actually wood, but that's cost. That's more cost to the figure. Down here, the base is hollow. Just pretty. It's nice that it's a bat logo there, but that's what it is. And just looking at the mechanical parts of the gun over here all over, I mean, they're nicely detailed. It's a little more darker wash over here in the barrel and on the bottom barrel, but over here is solid silver. This one's a little dark gray. So I like there is a little bit of dark silver wash along the little intricate parts over here, but overall, it's nicely sculpted, nicely painted. I like, just in general, how it looks very mechanical. I mean, this is the first time you would actually build a grapnel gun from any Batman series line that I know of. So there's some fake buttons here. So it's actually human size scale, so as you can see, I'm holding the gun and it is a good grip to it. I mean, would I recommend you to go out and buy all the figures to complete this gun? I wouldn't really recommend it to pay, you know, retail price for these figures. Not because they're not worth it, but because they're just not as well articulated, or, you know, in terms of paint application, they're not too great. But that's pretty much all Mattel toys. But to complete the gun, it's worth it alone if you are able to attain the pieces separately. But I would not, you know, pay retail for each figure. Definitely wait for the figures to go on sale or something. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. Subscribe to my channel, Rockstick, and I'm gonna have more videos for you guys. Have a good day.